Welcome to another session on marketing mix. Today we deal with product development, which is a very interesting topic. Let's move on to the objectives. By the end of the session, we will have identified the meaning of marketing mix. We will have identified and defined product development. We would have analyzed different stages of product development and would have critically discussed and evaluated the business product development stages. Moving on to the success criteria. You get an acceptable progress when you define marketing mix and product development. You get a good progress when you can categorize different stages of product development. You get a very good progress when you can apply your learning to analyze stages of product development with marketing strategies. You make an outstanding progress when you can create your dream product plan to critically evaluate on the current competition in the market. The key words for this lesson is marketing mix, product, goods and services, commercialization, consumer goods and producer goods. Yes, a good start. What defines a good marketing strategy? We have heard about this word in many places and we don't know ultimately what is this marketing strategy. What are these strategies actually? Why they are made for? Is it design and production of high quality product? Is it charging a price acceptable to consumers? Is it by letting consumers know your product through promotion? Or is it making products available at the right place at the right time? Yes, you are right. It includes all of these, but ultimately a good marketing strategy would be one which meets customer needs. Thus, we define marketing mix as the elements of a firm's marketing that are designed to meet the needs of the customers. Often, marketing mix is known by 4 P's. They include product, price, promotion, and place. The marketing mix is a tool for considering the different elements that go into promoting a brand and its product. It offers broad guidelines for putting the right product in its right place at the right time and price. This session, we focus on the importance of product and marketing mix. 4 P's have become 7 P's now. Find it out and pull in your answers on the question appearing on the screen. So, as you see, the 7 P's are product, price, place, promotion, people, process, and physical evidence. Physical evidence is also sometimes known as packaging. Do you think it is over? Not yet. Now, the latest trend is 9 P's of marketing. So, it has moved from 4 P's to 7 P's and now it is 9 P's. So, who knows? There are more P's coming up. So here the 9 P's are product, price, place, promotion, packaging, people, process, perception, and position. Before we move on to the product development stages, we need to know what is exactly meant by a product. So goods and services produced by a business is called product. These products can be split into different categories. Consumer goods, that is, some business supply consumer goods such as clothes, food, mobile phones and motor cars, and consumer services like telecommunications, holidays, banking, financial advice, healthcare, transport, restaurants, domestic services like cleaning, gardening, car washing, etc. And many businesses supply producer goods. So what is producer goods? Producer goods are the goods such as machines, tools and equipment. They are sold to other businesses. Specialist services is also included in producer goods, such as accounting, maintaining, printing, debt collecting, consultancy, and insurance. So these are all examples of both consumer goods and producer goods. So you got me what a product is. Now let's discuss what is product development and its stages. So we can define product development as the creation of product with new or different characteristics that offer new options to the customer. Product development may involve modification of an existing product or its presentation, or formulation of an entirely new product that satisfies a newly defined customer want or a market niche. We have got actually 5 stages for this. That is generating idea, analysis, development stage, test marketing stage, commercialization, and launch stage. So these are the main development stages of any product which we can see in the market. So talking about generating ideas, it is the idea of a new product which may come from business owners, competitors, staff, and research and development. Ideas might also result from time spent analyzing the products of rivals. Business might try to copy, adapt, or improve upon the best features of a competitor's product. Now, what is analysis stage? Once a list of product ideas has been drawn up, there is a need to analyze each one closely. A business must decide whether the products are marketable, technically possible, a suitable fit with the current portfolio and lead. So this is the analysis stage, whether the product can be introduced into the market or not. So analysis stage is very important because that makes your marketing possible. The next stage is development stage. This might be a lengthy stage and could involve carrying out experiments using simulations, building models, producing samples, and initial testing. Frequent changes and modifications in designs might be a necessary part of this process. The next process is test marketing. This stage involves testing the product in a small section of the total market. The sample used must be representative of the whole market. Test marketing is used to gather information about what consumers think of the product. And the last stage is the commercialization or launch. You would have seen Apple launch, you would have seen PlayStation launch. So commercialization means during this stage, a business puts the final touches to the product. Any problems identified during the test can be resolved by making changes or modifications. A marketing strategy will be designed that will begin with the national launch of a new product. Some businesses organize a high-profile press conference to launch their products. Finally, at each stage of development process, a number of product ideas are likely to be rejected. However, the number of rejections will tend to fall sharply at this stage. So let's see another way in explaining these stages. This might give you some more focused learning on this topic. See, the first stage is generating ideas. Customer suggestions are welcomed, employees' suggestions are taken, research and development is done, sales department suggestions are taken, competitors' product information is taken, and they are generating an idea. After generating an idea, it is an analysis stage. The analysis stage comprises of to select the ideas for the further research and decide if the company will be able to sell further products in the market. So these two stages, from the idea, they are selecting the best ideas for further research, and in that they decide which idea to abandon and which idea to be carried forward with us. And they decide if the company will be able to sell enough of this product if they are going to market it or make it. The marketing department now looks into the details of remaining ideas and how large they think the sales would be. Next is developing a prototype. A prototype allows the operation department to see how a product could be manufactured. It also allows them to foresee any problems with the manufacturing process. Many large companies use simulations for part of this process. Check out what a simulation and poll in your answers. After developing a prototype means a design. After developing the structure of the product or design of the product, what is next is test marketing. So any product to be introduced into the market, we should do a test marketing in order to know whether the product will fail or whether the product will be a successful one. The product is launched onto one small part of the market. That means maybe they'll select few shops in a region, and then they'll be keeping it for the display. And they will then analyze and observe how the customers are coming and looking onto the product and whether someone is willing to buy it and all those details. So this is what happening in the test marketing. Even we could have watched in Carrefour, in many big supermarkets and hypermarkets and malls, we would have seen there is a special shelf kept for a new products which is coming up. So this is actually a part of test marketing, and you might have received some samples also. After test marketing is done, and if they find the product would be successful, they will finally launch the product. But now we can watch product development of an airbox and also the product launch of Sony PlayStation. So in order to understand that, please check out the videos coming up. as we have watched the video and you are clear on what is the product development stages of an airbox, and also we have watched the product launch of a Sony PlayStation 4, and Sony PlayStation 5 is already into the market, which you can just research and find out. Curriculum link of today's topic is, it is linked with production management, it is linked with marketing management, it is even linked with accounting, and it is even linked with the real businesses which exist in the world who have introduced any product. So ultimately, all the businesses working on the real world is linked with this topic. Now, I have got 2 challenges out for you. Choose any one of these challenge and complete your. Try this out. Create your dream product plan to critically evaluate on the current competition in the market and make a report on that. Or you can find out any 2 companies' product development to product launch stage and make a comparative study on those. And please make a report this year. That's all for today. Until we meet next, keep exploring. Thank you.